What is up, everyone? Welcome to another fantastic Friday here on Twitch.tv. It is I, Fakenundel, and catching up with what didn't happen on Wednesday. We are doing some Minecraft today. Hello, everyone. What a week it has been. What up, Mr. Zanmar? Welcome. You're here at the beginning of the stream. What is this nightmare? Of course, it's the devious smile of I am going to consume your soul, and you don't know it. Or it could even be the smile of I know something that you don't know. But yes. But yes, we are back with Minecraft Java Edition. Apparently, we need to try the nether flavor. I can say, pretty good. I see. So we should jump straight in as quickly as possible into the fantastic BBH Munchie MC as fast as we can get into that survival. But yes, look at all of this. It's so flat. It is all nice and flattened out and ready to roll. And when you could do, take that. Let's see. Gonna need a selection of cobblestone to prepare for the next. Your giant parking lot. Nope. I had to reorient where everything is, so give me a moment while I rediscover where all my supplies are hiding. There they are. 3, 4. And I'm going to need, at long last, I can make use of dirt and some grass. We get to touch grass today! We're gonna be normal human beings and go and do things and touch grass and other weird streamer saying things. I don't know. Let's see. And the last, I need calcite. Didn't need a fourth of that. And then another 4 of that. That should suffice. Let's turn on them screenshots so you can see what I'm looking at. So, if this, let's see, directionally, that's where that is. It means we are looking this way. If we were looking at the way that the screenshot is, we're looking straight down like so. That's how the screenshot is looking down. So I'm going to start back here on this side. So we have the road and the first wall, which has to have that hideous layer of snow on it, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Not a whole lot that I can do to prevent that. So now, what I need to plant down is this inner section where the wall starts narrowing even further for the actual physical buildings. So if we take this as the narrowest point, if I were to place one about here, we would be like this on one side, this on another side. You can kind of see how that is indicative of this little bump right there, where it's going to be pushed out. Then we can go in, one on each side. It's okay. Everyone after that can just ignore Zanmar. He thrives on trying to be a pain in the ass. Keyword, trying. Then we can put 3 here. We go out. 3, another one. So the interesting thing, though, is that this is leading off in a different direction. I clearly don't have the build exactly the way that it needs to be, but somehow I think that's okay. There. This. If I recall correctly, the next one's gonna... Actually, it is going this way, so we're good. This dips in. Actually, quite sharply. Somebody decided that opening a end portal was a good idea. They're what we call weirdos who have nothing better to do. It comes out again, and then it goes right back in. So you're wondering why all the extra cobblestone. This is just a set marker because the dirt and grass is going to be equal level with here, and then I'm going to have calcite and quartz on top. So this cobble won't be seen. It's just functioning as an outline. Let's see. This could end up proving to be something of an issue. Yes. I see. Interesting. So that's there. To there. This comes out for this one. Okay. Then it comes out again. Done. And that's pretty much going to be just a straight line there and then cut as much as possible. Because unfortunately, that area just gets skinny because of the requirements for the underground area. There's not a lot I can do about that. Four, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, Zanmar. As you probably should, I guess, maybe. Mm-hmm. And that's going to go there. This is going to be an interesting spot because it has to cover directly onto there, which is going to be a bit of a problem, but I'll make it work. It will be made to work. Okay, So this area is going to be rounded. Perfect. Yeah, because that's going to be that platform is going to be here. Let's just do that. And then it'll launch out a second time. As it curves around. One of these days, I'm going to remember to get rid of those songs that I don't like. One of these days. One of these days. This. Okay. It just place where it needs to place for once, maybe. Ow. Nope, we don't want it there. Yep, and then this is gonna... That is inevitably going to connect to this, but it has to come kind of down and out some more. Because this needs to make room for the rest of the actual Violet Citadel. Doing this while my character is flying is a real pain because I keep trying to slightly correct and I end up just lofting over because there's no air control in Minecraft whatsoever. Starting to get the feeling that this section might have been too big. This section was too big and should have been over there more. Well, I did what I could. There we go. Excellent. That actually leaves a very large section here, but that's where I can put 1, 2, 3 towers. And then there's also the room there, and there for another one. So that will pretty much work out in the long run. So now, between this outer lip and wherever this cobblestone is, I need to start placing dirt. And not having it lag and double stack would be really nice. Put another stack of dirt and then a stack of grass that can start spreading. Go. So I'm doing kind of a mix of predominantly the dirt because it was easier to get a hold of, and then some grass because the grass it'll grow over and cover all of the dirt as needed. There's no reason for me to put all the grass in one spot when I know it will spread on its own. There we go. And that'll allow that to go absolutely crazy. Go. And this one, this has to be grass because there's nothing for it to connect to. I wish my nose would stop itching like crazy. Go. There. Go. There. That. Go get more dirt. Be right here. You know, in retrospect, I probably could, with the supplies that I have, just used all grass. But I would rather have more grass left over than dirt left over, just in case. Section there. I wonder if the snow covering is going to prevent that from the grass from spreading. That could be a problem. I'm only clicking twice. Why is it? I don't understand why the server lags so hard. Yeah. So long, such a ways to go. Wait, so this is just going to be a raised grassland area that's just between the actual wall section and the second wall section, which is going to go just as high. Well, actually, it can't. It has to go up to one higher than this, I think. Yeah. Which tells me that I didn't plan for it. Okay. See, you can already see some of the areas are already starting to grow and spread. Exactly as I had foreseen. Let's see. More grass and more dirt. Yeah, no, not the one I tried to click on. Two more stacks of grass, I think. And luckily, I have tons of dirt. I may have been hanging on to this for a little. It's getting warm. It is warm. Uncomfortably warm. Thank goodness I don't have to do one layer of the dirt all the way around. That'd be kind of a nightmare if I had to do more. Every time it switches to the offhand, it has this weird little lag issue where it freaks out. Ugh. So back to that. That's why I have to be careful with the grass, because it'll turn into dirt if I get rid of it immediately. Yes. there. Or that. And we'll start with this, because this will be shorter. Just knock it out of the way. Good thing I picked something light to do today instead of, you know, trying to do the major building with how heavily it's rubber banding all over the place. And what is up, JP? I hope you had a good time with your Dead by Daylight. Welcome. Welcome in. I am doing Minecraft building, and apparently the server is about to restart in 3 minutes to... Of course. This is why I try not to do this on a Friday, but I didn't have much of a choice today. Oh, good. They're saying it's to hopefully reduce the lag. I did, JP. You probably got caught in an ad and didn't hear me acknowledging it. But I hope you had a good time in DBD and didn't rage too hard. I wasn't able to stick around this morning because I had things to do, and it was a little difficult to understand you because I think you sounded pretty tired because you were like half mumbling your way through everything. Like I was getting to the part where I'm just like, dude, I can't understand you. Honestly, I thought I was going deaf for a minute, but then a gameplay sound would play, and it's just like, no, my hearing's fine. I probably should have, but I was really tired too, and I was too busy preventing myself from just giving up on being awake and going back to bed. So I think we were both very much in the same boat at the time. This is why I've missed a lot of other people's streams lately, because my sleep schedule has been just absolutely effed. Sleep schedule? What's that? Oh, just so that nobody can accuse me of not doing it. Touch. I have touched grass. You're welcome. There we go. So now this entire outer layer now has grass and dirt, which inevitably will also be grass all the way around. So I can put these last 2 stacks of grass away, which is actually very interesting that it came out to exactly 2 stacks. I like that. So now I'm going to take the same pattern that I had on the wall and take it on this next one. My condolences that you would do something as tormentuous as camping, but so be it. Let's see, if we start here, and that'll go up 4. This half shouldn't count, so just the 3, I think. Maybe the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I start it, what, here? Ah, I see. I see. That's different then. Oh. I can't put that high because this wall is going to be smaller. So ignore this one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if I put 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and this will do that, skip, 1, 2, 1, skip, 2, 1, skip, 1, 2, 1, skip, 1, 2, skip. And we're going to have this pattern all the way around. How are people finding more? Oh, they must have expanded the world for 1.19 that has yet. That makes sense. But yes, we're gonna be putting what probably amounts to little unmentionables all the way around. This is just imitating a smaller version of this looping pattern all the way around. I will then fill it in with the marble blocks and then get the line. So we'll be able to complete this in about, what, 3 rotations all the way around? Hopefully. Maybe. Depends on how many breaks to refill supplies I'll need. 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 4. Skip. That was 2 that I skipped. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one. And the server has been restarted. So in case anyone's confused why I'm doing my build stream today, normally it's on Wednesday. Oh my gosh, could they possibly be any louder or more obnoxious? I'm gonna go over here so I don't have to listen to it. Much better, but normally I would do this on Wednesday. I overslept on Wednesday, so it's just nothing was gonna happen. So I decided to just push this week's build stream back to Friday. I will do Valheim solo tomorrow instead of a double, and starting next week I actually have a different Minecraft server that's 1.19 that I've been building on. I'm going to be doing Minecraft build Wednesdays and that new server on Fridays. So I'll end up having a co-op Valheim, a solo Valheim, and 2 different Minecraft streams now. But that'll all start in the next week. We'll effectively consider this a transitional period, because of extenuating circumstances of being extremely tired and allowing IRL friends to torment me into staying up way too late in order to play Pixelmon. Which anyone who's anyone with Minecraft will recognize Pixelmon. Can I go back to survival yet? No. But yeah, now that we have the grass and we're starting on the second layer of wall, which you can see in this area here all the way around. Some of it will end up being taller than others. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But what I'm going to do after the fact is I'll start working on these outside towers. I might consider putting in the trees, but I don't have supreme confidence in my ability to make custom trees just yet. But maybe, I don't know. Then off camera I will fill in the next layer of cobblestone, which is going to be a headache and a half. And once that final layer of cobble is done, the one that puts us up to this level and this level, then I can start actually planning out, outlining the individual buildings that you can see here, all the individual buildings for the city. And then I can take them apart piece by piece. Finally get new screenshots, because it's been a hot minute since I've had any need for new screenshots, and start putting the city together proper building by building. It's gonna be something. Too many people with fireworks running away again. Ugh. But yes, that's been my little weekly snafu of what was going on. See, like, I don't have the confidence that I'm able to make a tree panel like this. I probably could, but I'd have to get leaves. I don't have that. I'll have to figure out where I can actually find some nice leaves for those trees. I bet there's a mall shop that probably has it on the server, though, but... It's an octopus! We're gonna let the croctopus decide. Yes. Come on. Can you make it? You can. I found a new little hidey hole on the hub. No one will find me. Ah. They're having some struggles, it seems, with 1.19 assets, like people having way too many frogs lagging down the server. it's like they went and they decided to break everything. That's what they get for letting people have unlimited pets. Intentionally causing chaos. I'll get rid of some of my frogs, change some to all, and then we got an idea. You see, 100 frogs in Minecraft, that's just too many. Still kill the frogs. Yes, good. People being deliberately annoying. Hey, look, I'm back in. Woo! Anyway, where were we? Ah, yes. Bop, bop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's snowing. I hope the snow doesn't interfere with the grass growing over the dirt, because that would be unfortunate. Okay, now that was right. This is the one that I was confused on. Ah, I was correct to question that one. That's this, which means this goes like this. Changes the whole dynamic of the pattern from this point forward. 2, 3 there. Diagonal. Wait a second. Son of a... Well, I feel dumb. So I started this all here. It needs to go on that. My... Ow. Ow. I made a huge mistake. This goes like this. Not there. So I need to go through and remove all of this. This is why I don't like getting into autopilot. Always keep attention on what you're actually building when you're doing something this big. Because if you get stuck doing something that's wrong, you're gonna suffer when you have to undo all of it later. And the longer you miss it, the more damage it'll do. Because that would have had an entire wall that I would have to tear down instead of just these little calcite sections. Ooh, boy. That was painful. This. Okay, this should be about the last of it. Good. Okay. Much better, because this time I know it's right. Oops. There. This. Here. 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 Some of these are going to look very interesting when the wall is completed. That's what I like about this little formation that I've come up with, because the actual decoration of the wall is going to bend and warp with the actual direction of it. Ow. There. Yes. There. Almost made it all the way around. The calcite should be here. If I didn't make it around for that, that means I'm going to need way more of the quartz. Yay. And we'll deposit that 1 gold, and if they ask for it back, I'll just be like, what gold? Cost of doing business. Yes. There. Here. Almost there. Oops. Wait. There we go. Here. And then it can double skip to... Actually, no, perfect. It goes all the way around as it should. Woo! Awesome. Swap this for the block of quartz. We're going to need so much more quartz than that, I can already tell. The quartz should be right here. That should do. Okay, so everything up to here. Three, all the way around. Already exhausted a stack. Already exhausted 2 stacks. Yikes. Three, 2, 1, 2, 3, and repeating constantly. Numbers repeating in my head, slowly driving me insane. Further insane. Big difference. Insanity was already present. We were just making it worse. Nope. 2. Ooh. Almost lost some of my calcite. That could have been bad. I wouldn't have liked that. Well, in the meantime of the other half of going around this particular loop, how is thou being, chat? How has the week been treating you all? Personally, I could do with a lot more sleep. That's what I can use. And probably a lot less of other people just foisting problems onto me and saying, deal with it. That I could do with a lot less of that. Let's see. What could I discuss with all of you? Really not a whole lot that's gone on. It's just the irritating pressure. So I had to get, in preparation for the car that I'm hoping to get, I needed to get it smog checked so that the registration could be renewed, etc., etc. But, you know, no one bothered to take into account the fact that I have never done that before for any vehicle ever, or even been physically there when it was done. So, a constant ring around of people saying, just do it, it's so easy, and I'm just like, yeah, but how? That's the kind of thing that just drives me nuts about people. When they just assume, and I'm just as guilty of this as the next person, that they assume something is easy for people who have never seen it before because it's easy for them who has seen or done it before. It's one of the things that's one of the traps I hope to strongly avoid when I start teaching in the next school year. Is falling into the trap of, because it's easy for me, the adult in the room, it should be easy for the 12-year-olds that I'll be teaching. I like to think that the multiple years of tutoring have taught me to not fall into that trap, but we will see. I like to think I've seen a wide gambit of capabilities, and I'd alter that one, but otherwise that exact same pattern's going to go somewhere else, so I'm going to leave it and just pretend we didn't see that. But yeah, I've seen a quite the wide range of ability or excuse giving in tutoring, so I would hope that I'm at least marginally prepared for what I'm going to see. Of course, you know, no plan survives first contact. There we go. that survived. This, and now we do another. We do a ring of calcite all the way around. This is going to match the block that'll go on top of these, being the actual ground. And then the quartz that'll go on top of that will be the lip that sits above the ground level. I'm using calcite, both because it's a newer block and I want to make use of it, but additionally because it actually does blend quite well with the polished quartz blocks, my bad. Let's see. Yeah, surprisingly, I actually have a fair amount of, not misgivings, but hesitancies regarding the upcoming job that I'm about to be taking on. Because while I know I'm pretty good with kids in a limited one-on-one or small group setting, I've yet to pit myself against an entire classroom full of them at a time. And being the frontline quote-unquote opposition to them having fun and goofing off is a much different experience than what I'm accustomed to, which is being on the sidelines as a teacher's aide effectively and just kind of being there to hang out and just be there in case the teacher has need of me. It's going to be much different. Used up a fair amount of the calcite. And then we do one more ring of quartz, and this wall is completed. Then we can start grabbing some different supplies. Maybe the top one should have been slabs and not blocks. That way it would keep the snow off, just like the ground down here will. But that's kind of an up in the air. I don't know exactly what I would want from that, you know? I do find it amusing that I'm constantly placing them in sets of 3. Makes me wonder if 3 is my personal preferential number. Not necessarily my favorite, but the 11, but my personal preference when it comes to actually utilizing it. What I mean by that is everyone has a, not necessarily unique because there's a finite number of them, but a way in which they like to do repetitive tasks, like a certain number. So, like, for example, placing these blocks, I could be doing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and placing them in batches of 1, or I could be placing them in pairs. You can see kind of the difference there. Or what it seems that I've been doing is placing them in triplets. So I'll do a quick burst of 3, then shift my character with the quick burst of 3, and so on. There's kind of a bit of a difference when you're trying to do it. Especially if you try to do it in a way that you're not comfortable with. Excuse me, my eyes are struggling to stay open at the moment. I've been up since like good 4 or 5 o'clock. After stream, I'm gonna be sorely tempted to go back to bed. I mean, shit, I was sorely tempted to go to bed before stream, but couldn't do that because I knew I would fall asleep and stay asleep. Couldn't afford to miss stream again. There at last. Now the entirety of that second wall is now complete. Now off camera, I have to backfill all these little areas with the cobblestone all the way up. This is going to be a bit of a doozy. I might pull this wall section out a bit more to be able to have that yeah, I might do that off camera where I take this entire wall section that goes around where the Violet Citadel itself is and pull it out about 3 blocks all the way around, I think. Yeah. That way there's enough for a 2-block groundwork from here, and then the actual wall of the Citadel to cover this cobblestone monstrosity. We'll see. We'll see. That's the objective, at least. At least I could pull this one out. And that one out. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, though. Let's see. I will need some calcite. I will need the quartz. We are low already on quartz. We need to figure out a way to fill that up again. Stairs. I'm gonna need the question is, how far am I going to want to put these up into the air? Because what I'm going to need is amethyst blocks for that delicious looking purple. And I'm going to need gold. Let's see, times whatever it is, times 9. So 64 and 9 is 32. And 6 and 9 is 54. So 540, 32, 572. So if I take 572 out, I can then craft and do this. Now I have a stack of gold blocks. This is the real reason why I kept my supply of gold so high. So, if this is there, the loop of the Violet Citadel, right here, that would put one here, the tower. We're gonna make these towers 3 by 3. This base here is gonna be like this. Block of quartz. And what do we got here? Let's see. So it's going to be taller than the tree near it. Thicker, too. So, actually, this opening one will actually have calcite here first. Then it'll be the quartz. Yes. Then we'll do this. And I'm actually going to remove all this cobblestone here. Because then we're just going to have a straight spire of cobblestone. What we're going to do, if that's 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, then 3, 6, maybe 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then the calcite. Then maybe about 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we will have calcite, cobble, upside down stairs here. Here will be the gold. And on top of that, it'll be like this. And we'll have calcite between. Quartz stairs here. And we will have... Oh, it's pretty. Like this. Cobblestone in the middle. Yes. just to see what the top, because the tower we're looking at is this one here. So that's going to have gold on top, I think. Yes. So we'll have one cobblestone inside here like this. And then it's going to do like this. And that'll be that whole tower. Yeah, it looks a little on the scrawnier side, but I think there might be a way. Yes. If I did this, this is what, 6 here? I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. And pop the center out to save the extra 4. This, I think. This one. Put one here. Like that, I think. Break that one. Cobble. What do we think? Let me do it again here. We have to do what? 5, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll have upside down here. Or right side up there, upside down here. And then we'll put some of this in between. I thought might even be you take this one and replace it with one of those. Yeah. There we go. I like it. Then we're going to have another one out here, I think. This is going to be a much smaller one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Where it's going to literally be like this. We have 1. And then this should go all the way up to just under that gold. Too high. About 3 more blocks down. And then this is going to have the same kind of idea where we have this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then gold. It's so wonderfully musical, I love it. And then gold on top. We could do. Nah, it's too much. No! Precious! Aha! That was way too precious to leave. But yeah, these are the kinds of skinny towers. They're going to be not enterable, but they're just going to be there. They're going to be present throughout the building. Now, if I remember correctly, this one actually should be that one. There we go. So we got those two. And there should be another one about here, I think. If we look back here, it's going to be a little taller. Yeah, you can see it's just a bit taller. So we'll just take a spot that. These down. Circle it. These. 1, 2. Yeah, it looks about right. Put 1 here. Circle this with that. And what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 that are going to be gold. Gold on top. And that's 3 towers. 1, 2, and... Oh, wait a second. There's 5 here. So there's actually 1 in between. Because you have these 2 and that one, and then there's 1 more here. See, we have this tower and then these 2, but I didn't do this one. That's the one that's taller. Which makes sense because it's on a higher elevation. This one is maybe around the same height. So this one actually probably could just be left alone, to be perfectly honest. So then we have this one here in between that is more or less the same. That, and we put this, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. Maybe 11. 1. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gold on top. Upside down. Gold. And there we go. We now have 4 towers on that side done. see. The next tower is one of the thick ones, and it's over here. Like, right around here. So that's 3 by 3. This one is going to be like this. And we have cobble in the middle, calcite all the way around here. And this, that, this, 1, 2, 3, 4, cobblestone, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then calcite, quartz, calcite, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then a calcite. Then 2, 4, 6 cobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And finally, gold. Good. Now we're going to have stairs here. Stairs here. Stairs here. Have to go cut some more. Lot of quartz. Change to quartz stairs. Definitely gonna have to get a whole lot more of this quartz. 4 here, and then 4 here. So between we have that. Here. Then we have 4 things of gold. Yep. Then it'll be 4 cobble on top. 4 calcite between the cobble. 4 quartz stairs on top of it. That's going to be 1, 2, 1, like this. In between is going to be cobble like that. And like that. The outside. And then we have another 4 on top. So that's all the small towers on that entire side of the Violet Citadel. All 5, 6, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. Then there's going to be 1 over here. Actually, 2 small ones. Then there's 2 over there. 2 there. 1 there. And then 1 there-ish. This all just takes place right on the actual outside. Ooh. I should have looked. Yeah. Okay, so this one and this one are identical. Oh, there's actually like 2 of those here. Interesting. That's fine. I should have probably raised that up 1. Could have put gold between here. Raise this up by another 1 or 2, but I'll look into it in a bit. I haven't completely decided what I want to do with it. Some of it is a little. It's not going to be exact, but yeah. Section of the city is actually coming along quite nicely now. This section is going to have to come out more because this is supposed to be part of a near perfect circle that goes all the way around. And, you know, can't really arc this that way. Yeah, so some of this is going to have to come out and get altered. Really felt like I did more. Put that all away for now. Yeah. There they are. Put all that gold away. Outside is here. And quartz is there. I'm not gonna move this section. Not gonna fill this in just yet, but I'm gonna fill in like from here over where it's actually, you know, more or less set in stone that this is how it's going to be. Then might just end it a touch early. Well, somewhat early. Just because of sheer exhaustion and, you know, other things. All of this. Ooh. All that. Luckily, that merges into what I had already raised up because of just the sheer floor. So that's going to be, in the long run, helpful. Five. Which means I can do this. Come on. There we go. Seems like I did a particularly good job guesstimating where it needed to be. Yeah, and this one I don't have much of a choice. Like I had to stack the wall on top of it. There was really no option. Ugh. Just had to do it and hope that it worked out. We'll see how it works out. At filler cobble in. Oops. Almost there. Ooh. Need just a touch more cobblestone. 3 stacks should be more than sufficient. Yeah, I figured 1 stack was probably enough. But yeah, now I just got the rest of that to go around. I need to take a good long look at this wall and expand it out a bit more so that the citadel itself has a more circular structure to it, plus space to be able to navigate around that. But that's something I'll take care of offline. Hopefully the rest of this grass will continue to expand even with the snow on it. We'll see. But yep, kind of ending a bit soon, almost an hour, maybe a little more than an hour earlier, but really tired, and there's This is staged work where I have to have things exact and filled in before we can really go to town on finishing the rest of it. We're really close. We're really close to the final leg, which is the actual putting of buildings in. We're almost there. It's like this section is going to have another 1, 2, 3, 4 or so. This high of a wall all the way around again, which is another reason that this needs to go out. Might even have to pull this tower out a bit further to be able to get that out. Because I might have to go like as far as, well, the way it's supposed to be is this is supposed to then loop out. So I might be able to dodge this, but it'll be close. And then it needs to go all the way around. So that'll get nearer. Then it goes out to about here. And then it keeps looping around internally because there's an internal wall back to this point. And I'll make that wall. I'll have to get more screenshots of exactly what that one's going to look like, but it'll probably be the calcite to match what's going on there, to match what I decided to do here. But yeah, that's the next major issue to fix this, and then it's just filling all of this in, which is just going to take time. You know, it's the last gauntlet of killing my hand by placing exorbitant amounts of cobblestone. Good thing I have suppliers now. But yeah, let's turn that off. And thanks for showing up, Zanmar JP. And again, thanks for the raid. Tomorrow morning, we'll be resuming the Valheim solo stream. Get some fun plan on that. And then it'll be next Monday again with Zanmar. And then we'll pick up with Wednesday coming back to this. And so forth. So until next time, I'll be seen by y'all later. I'm probably going to go take a nap now. So yeah, until next time, bye for now.